The Micah Parsons contract saga has turned into one of the most frustrating stories in the NFL offseason and training camp period, and it's honestly getting uglier by the day. What started as what many thought would be a straightforward negotiation between a rising star and one of the league's most storied franchises has now morphed into a full-blown standoff filled with tension, mistrust, and miscommunication. As training camp rolls into its second week, the gap between Parsons and the Cowboys remains as wide as ever, with no signs of compromise on the horizon. This isn't just your typical holdout or a hiccup in talks. This feels like something much deeper. A rupture in the relationship that might have lasting consequences for both sides. The whole situation is so tangled because early on, Micah Parsons and the Cowboys seem to be on the same page. Back in the spring, Parsons himself sat down and talked directly to Jerry Jones, the owner, and reportedly hammered out an agreement that both parties believed was a done deal. That kind of direct negotiation between player and owner is rare these days, especially with a player of Parsons' caliber, and it gave a lot of fans hope that the contract extension was imminent and the star linebacker's future was secure in Dallas. But things took a turn when Parsons' agent pushed for further negotiations, wanting better terms or clarifications, and the Cowboys suddenly slammed the door shut. They told Parsons to honor the deal he had already made and flat out refused to continue talks through his agent. This refusal to engage with Parsons' representation isn't just a minor detail, it's the root of the problem. The NFL system is built around agents as the official negotiators for players, and teams aren't supposed to bypass that channel. Ignoring the agent, who's the exclusive representative certified by the NFL Players Association, breaks the norms and leaves everyone frustrated. Parsons feels ignored, disrespected even, because the Cowboys are negotiating in a way that goes against the established rules and professional standards. Meanwhile, the Cowboys seem to be digging in their heels, refusing to budge or even pick up the phone to have a real conversation. This kind of silence in negotiations is the worst kind of message you can send. It screams of bad faith and a lack of respect for the player's value. Now, with the two sides not talking and the gap only growing, rumors started swirling that Parsons might take drastic steps, possibly even requesting a trade, or in more extreme speculation, somehow severing ties with the Cowboys altogether. While the idea of a player just walking away or declaring himself no longer part of a team sounds dramatic and even a bit laughable from a contractual perspective. It's a clear sign of how badly things have deteriorated. It reflects the frustration of a young player who feels stuck and underappreciated, and the exasperation of a franchise that doesn't seem to know how to fix the messes made. The irony is that the Cowboys publicly claim they want to pay Parsons, keep him happy, but their actions tell a different story. Instead of closing the deal, they're caught up in a confusing and unnecessary game of chicken, refusing to work with an agent who could actually get the deal done. If the Cowboys thought they could secure a contract extension without involving Parsons' agent, they seriously miscalculated. That was never going to work. It was wishful thinking at best and pure foolishness at worst. You don't just cut the agent out of the process and expect things to magically fall into place. It's a fundamental part of how contracts are negotiated in this league, and ignoring it only creates chaos. And so here we are with a star player visibly unhappy, feeling betrayed by the team that drafted him and invested in his success. On the other side, the Cowboys themselves probably feel betrayed in their own way. Betrayed by the stalemate and the public fallout. This mess is the kind of situation that leaves no one looking good. Fans and analysts alike are left shaking their heads at how a team with the resources and reputation of Dallas can mishandle what should be a simple contract extension for a key player. It's frustrating because we've seen this kind of drama before. Not too long ago, similar scenes played out with other Cowboys stars, and now history seems to be repeating itself. The question everyone is asking is, will the Cowboys actually trade Micah Parsons? The short answer is probably not. While Parsons can request a trade, and that request might even be publicized, the team holds 2 more years of control over him, which gives them enormous leverage. Trading him now would mean losing one of the best defensive players in the league without getting true maximum value in return. Other teams have already made their moves, spending their salary cap money, so the Cowboys would only get future draft picks, which, while valuable, don't immediately replace what Parsons brings to the field. Losing him would be a clear downgrade for Dallas's defense, especially the pass rush unit that has been so effective because of him. Without Parsons, the edge rusher room looks pretty thin. There's Dante Fowler on a short-term deal, a promising rookie in Donovan Naraku, who didn't produce much last season, and a second-round pick coming off an injury. It's hard to see that group being nearly as dominant as the unit led by Parsons. This is why the mishandling of these talks feels so short-sighted and careless. You're risking weakening the entire defense over a negotiation dispute that could be resolved by simply picking up the phone and talking to the agent. At the heart of this saga is something that baffles many fans and insiders. Why is this contract still not done? Parsons is one of the best young players in the NFL, a game changer on defense who's proven his worth over multiple seasons. The Cowboys say they want to keep him and pay him, yet the breakdown in communication makes it seem like they're doing everything to push him away. It's hard not to see this as a colossal failure of negotiation strategy. A mess that could have been avoided with a bit more professionalism and respect. Adding fuel to the fire, reports reveal that the Cowboys front office has ignored calls from Parsons' agent, David Mulugheta, which only deepens the divide. That's a baffling move, considering Mulugheta is the key figure in moving this deal forward. The agent's role is not just to demand more money, but to facilitate a deal that works for both sides. When a team refuses to engage with him, it signals a stubbornness that's counterproductive and damaging. The whole drama paints a picture of a Cowboys organization stuck in an outdated or dysfunctional mindset. The reputation they have as negotiators is that they drag out deals, try to wear down players and agents, and then fold at the last minute. We've seen it time and again with other stars. And now Parsons is caught in that cycle. The consequences of that approach are clear. Frustration, bad blood, public disputes, and distractions that hurt the team's focus. Fans have every right to be upset, not just for Parsons, but for the Cowboys as a whole. This contract saga isn't just about money. It's about respect, trust, and the way a franchise values its best players. When that trust breaks down, it affects morale and performance on the field. It also creates a toxic environment where rumors and speculation take over, overshadowing the actual game. At the end of the day, this situation could still be salvaged. Parsons is still a Cowboy under contract, and the team controls his rights. They could sit down with the agent, hash things out, and reach an agreement that keeps one of the league's most dynamic defenders in Dallas for years to come. But the longer this drags on, the messier it gets, and the more it costs everyone involved. The lesson here is clear. Communication is key. You don't let egos or poor negotiation tactics get in the way of locking up your best talent. The Cowboys have a chance to right this ship, but they need to stop playing games, pick up the phone, and make this contract a priority before it's too late. This saga isn't just another contract dispute. It's a mirror reflecting some of the deeper problems within the Cowboys front office and their approach to player relations. And as fans watch this unfold, the hope is that common sense prevails before the standoff causes real damage to a team with legitimate Super Bowl aspirations. Picking up where we left off, the ongoing Micah Parsons contract saga is emblematic of a much larger issue within the Cowboys organization and even across the NFL, where contract negotiations can spiral into public messes that threaten team chemistry and the player's future. The way Dallas has handled this situation is frankly a textbook case of how not to negotiate with a star player. It's not just the mechanics of a contract talks, it's the breakdown of trust, communication, and respect that really stands out here. Parsons, who burst onto the scene as one of the most explosive and impactful defensive players in the league, deserves better. He deserves an organization that moves swiftly and intelligently to secure his talents, not one that leaves him hanging and publicly frustrated. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Dallas Cowboys. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. In a development that has set the sports world abuzz, Rumors are swirling about the possibility of Josh Allen, the charismatic and talented quarterback, signing a 3-year deal with the Dallas Cowboys. The mere speculation has ignited passionate debates among fans and analysts alike, who are eager to dissect what this potential move could mean for one of the NFL's most storied franchises. Allen, known for his strong arm, mobility, and leadership qualities, would undoubtedly bring a fresh dynamic to the Cowboys' offense, potentially revitalizing a team hungry for championship contention. While no official confirmation has been made by either party, insider whispers and unconfirmed reports hint that negotiations have been progressing steadily behind the scenes, fueling the excitement and anticipation that this blockbuster signing could materialize sooner rather than later. If this deal comes to fruition, it might signal a bold shift in strategy for Dallas, a team that has been searching for a franchise quarterback to lead them back to glory. Fans are already envisioning what Allen's skill set could bring to the gridiron under the bright lights of AT&T Stadium, imagining thrilling touchdown passes, electrifying runs, and the kind of leadership that turns potential into tangible victories. Adding to the intrigue is the timing of this supposed contract, coming just as the Cowboys appear to be recalibrating their roster and coaching staff, seeking the right formula for success in an increasingly competitive NFL landscape. Analysts have speculated that Allen's potential arrival could dramatically alter the team's offensive schemes, offering head coach new opportunities to implement innovative plays that leverage Allen's dual threat abilities. The 3-year term of the contract is particularly interesting, as it suggests a commitment that balances both stability and flexibility, allowing Dallas to build around Allen while keeping future options open. Rumors also indicate that the financial terms of the deal might be highly competitive, reflecting Allen's status as one of the league's premier quarterbacks, yet structured in a way to fit within the Cowboys' salary cap constraints. This balance could make the signing feasible without sacrificing other key roster pieces, something that general managers and front office executives are likely weighing carefully. Moreover, fans have taken to social media to express a mix of excitement and skepticism, with some debating whether Allen's style of play fits the Cowboys' historical identity or if this would represent a bold new chapter. Speculation continues to grow around how this signing, if true, could impact the NFC East and the wider NFL playoff picture. The Cowboys have long been a dominant force in their division, but inconsistencies at the quarterback position have often hampered their ability to clinch titles. Allen, known for his clutch performances and ability to elevate his team in high pressure moments, could provide the steadying presence that Dallas has lacked. Sports commentators have theorized that a quarterback like Allen could shift the power dynamics in the division, compelling rival teams such as the Eagles, Giants, and Washington Commanders to rethink their defensive and offensive strategies. This potential move also raises questions about the current Cowboys quarterback situation, leading to rampant conjecture about whether the incumbent starter would be moved or relegated to a backup role. The ripple effects of this signing could extend beyond Dallas, influencing trade deadlines, draft plans, and free agency decisions league-wide. While nothing is set in stone, the prospect of Josh Allen donning the iconic star on his helmet has become a tantalizing topic for fans and analysts who relish imagining how the NFL landscape might shift if these whispers solidify into reality. Adding to the speculation, there are reports suggesting that Allen himself might be intrigued by the opportunity to join a team with such a rich history and passionate fan base. Sources close to the quarterback have hinted at his desire to compete at a highest level, while also finding a situation where his talents are fully maximized and appreciated. The Cowboys, with their robust offensive line and talented skill position, players could offer Allen the perfect environment to showcase his abilities and elevate his career to new heights. The possibility of Allen thriving in Dallas is further fueled by rumors that the coaching staff is eager to tailor the offense around his strengths, creating a system that maximizes his mobility, arm strength, and field vision. This alignment of interest between player and team could be the catalyst for a mutually beneficial partnership. However, skeptics caution that any such move would come with inherent risks, including adapting to a new city, team culture, and expectations, all of which could influence Allen's performance and the overall success of the Cowboys. Despite these concerns, the potential narrative of a star quarterback revitalizing a franchise creates an irresistible storyline that media outlets and fans are keen to follow closely as more details emerge. Finally, the buzz surrounding Josh Allen's rumored 3-year contract with the Dallas Cowboys continues to dominate conversations within NFL circles and beyond as more details slowly surface and the story gains momentum. This ongoing speculation represents not only a potential game changer for Dallas, but also an emblematic example of how quickly fortunes can shift in professional sports. The anticipation has sparked a flurry of discussions about the Cowboys' future trajectory, team chemistry, and their chances of making a deep playoff run with Allen at the helm. Some insiders believe the deal is imminent, while others caution that hurdles remain, including finalizing contract details and ensuring all parties are aligned on expectations and goals. Regardless of the outcome, the mere possibility of this signing has already energized the Cowboys fan base and added a fresh layer of intrigue to the NFL offseason. Should Josh Allen officially become a Cowboy, it might not only redefine his career, but also reshape the narrative around one of football's most iconic franchises. Until then, the rumor mill will keep churning, and fans will continue to dream of what could be an electrifying new chapter in NFL history. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Dallas Cowboys, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. We always look forward to your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.